Hi guys, welcome. I'm Jenna and it is Sydney Gray's Sunday. This was created by Bekah Jo, the makeup tax lady here on YouTube. I'm going to leave all her information in the description box below. Somehow it's the last Sunday of the month already, and we are going to come back in and use my BYOP for October. If you haven't seen the first video on the first Sundays of the month, I create a new BYOP centered around Sydney Grace. And this one was the color story was the first Halloween costume I ever remember wearing. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to link it in the description box below. And then we're going to discuss this a little bit in the end. And that's about it. So let's get started. All right, for today's look, I definitely want to go in with this shimmer right here. And I think I'm going to go into like the purples and the blue. I'm not really sure what else, but I'm hoping to keep it more of a non-bold. I don't know if I can say wearable. It should be wearable, but definitely less bold than the other looks. So I'm going to go into the Repher. I'm going to go into the Repher 27, and we're going to start out with this one. And then I also do want to tell you guys, I am actually getting ready to, before the holidays come, I always like to go through and do like a deep cleaning. We have people over for the holidays, and I just want it to be clean. And I have to start with the rooms because I don't know why. If I do the rest of the house, then I know I will neglect the rooms. Probably because nobody really goes into them. I'm trying to decide if I want to. I think I am just going to go into the same brush. I've been a little obsessed with this brush lately, so I'm going to go into this purple. But I'm going to be starting. I don't know if that's giving me. Yeah, it should be giving me enough color. I'll pick up a little more. But I'm going to be doing this room first because this is the one that I hate the most. This room is like the room. I don't know if you guys have one of those rooms that if you don't know where to put something, this is the room where it gets thrown. So I have to go through. I'm going to do a really deep clean in here. And then I'm going to like reorganize everything and move stuff around. And normally at the end of the year, I go in through my collection and just do like a declutter and an organize. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now while I'm deep cleaning. I probably will go ahead and film it. Right, I'm going to the Sydney Grace EO4. I'm going to tap into this one and then a little bit into the blue. I don't want it too much. I just want to deepen the outer corner up a little bit. But I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm hoping that I can get it all done quickly. But if I can't and I have to film and you guys see a mess in the background, that's what's going on. But yeah, my plan is I'm going to redo everything. I'm going to take that dresser and probably put it over here and use that to film on. And then I'm thinking about taking that white cabinet and moving it over here. It's kind of funny, that white cabinet, like I bought it for extra storage. I picked up a little bit more purple and I'm going to blend. But you guys wouldn't even believe what I really have in there. Like, I don't know what my problem is, but I have a serious obsession with saving glass jars. But the entire thing, I mean, not entire thing, but I would say a good majority of it is glass jars. I don't know why. I just cannot bring myself to throw them out. Okay, I wiped off the brush and went back with just a little bit of the transition. Wow, that transition is really pigmented. So yeah, that's my plan because I don't know. I got to change stuff around. So I figured if I clean that white cabinet out, I could use like at least half of it for my makeup. And then I'll have to see how much room it takes up because I'm kind of like doing multiple things at once. I have a room out in the barn where I put some stuff when we moved, and I'm finally going through it after a year and a half. And I found cookbooks out there, so I figured if I don't have a lot of room to put them, maybe I could just like put them in there too. I don't know, but I'm just gonna clean up and organize because this room, it's just a mess. But I'll film. I'll bring you guys along. You guys can minus the cleaning part. You guys, trust me, you don't want to see that. All right, I'm going to stop for right there, and I'm going to start putting on some shimmer. Sometimes I can't tell if it's dry until I start putting it on. I think that should be okay without any glitter glue. Oh, that's so pretty. So do you guys have things that you are just like obsessive about? I don't know why I'm obsessive with the glass jars. I mean, I do use some, but not to the amount that I have. All right, now I'm trying to decide whether I want to leave it like that or maybe I wonder what it would look like with. I think that might be a little too much. Let's just try it a tad bit. I don't know. I kind of like that. Yeah, I think I like that. Gives it just like a little bit more dimension. Trying to decide if I want to go in with this shimmer in the inner corner or should I just add a little bit of white? I'm just going to go with the shimmer. All right, I'm going to go with the rougher 28 into this one. And then the rougher 02. All right, I'm going to go with the Hanky Panky from RMS. I just think it'll really bring out that shimmer on the side right there. Now I'm going to go with Tarte's Pink Sky. All right, I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I love how this turned out. The sparkles. I wish you guys could just see the sparkles in person. They are so, so beautiful. Let me tell you what I finished off with. For the lower lash line, I went with Lavender from LA Girl. For lips, I went in with like 20 products. I started out with Essence Curious. Blended it out with Cool BFF from ColourPop. Went in with Stone from Dosa Colors. It was like just a little too pink, so I just dabbed on a little bit of M60 from Mauve. And then I went in with Twilight Whispers from Unearthly. And I also have some palette suggestions if you would like to get a similar look. The first one is Ninhydran from Adept. And I picked palettes that mainly had like the muted purples in them. So I have this muted purple right here. And I would just go in probably with this. Probably would be the closest. The next one is Not Normal from Unearthly. And we got a couple of purples up in here. And then I would say either one of these shimmers, but I think you just can't go wrong with any shimmer in this palette. The next one is Cold Moon from NZ Rain. And they have like this muted purple here. I would probably deepen it up with the dark gray. And then, oh boy, to choose a shimmer, I would probably, oh man, they are so beautiful. I don't know. I'd probably go in with like this one or this one or this one. It's hard to choose. Snow Moon. Again, you got like this beautiful, it's almost like a purplish gray. And then I think I'd probably go with, oh boy, another one. Yeah, I'd probably go in with this one. This one's more of just like a silver. I don't know if I could say silver. It's kind of like a white sparkles with almost like a clear. Is it clear? Is this the one I'm thinking of, or am I thinking the one from Wolf Moon? I always have blush on me. Yeah, that's bright. That's very bright. So oh yeah, it has like a lavender base to it, and then like this white particles that it's blinding, but it's gorgeous. And the last one is Wolf Moon. You got the muted purple. You can deepen it up, and then I would just probably either go in with one of these shades. I think either one of those, any of those would be pretty. For this palette, I am very pleased with it for being a very bold palette. I'm very happy that I had like more of a toned down version after the other two. I had a lot of fun playing with this one. And then next month's palette, the holidays are coming, you guys. I love the holidays. Like holidays and family, it just goes hand in hand for me. So next month's palette's theme is going to be shade names that I'm thankful for. For example, I know Cindy Grace has one that's called Family Traditions. So it's basically going to be a palette based on shade names that I'm thankful for. So it's going to be interesting, isn't it? I'm going to see what kind of color story we end up with. But I want to thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hopefully I'm done. Hopefully I'm all done and everything's situated, or it's going to be a hot mess. We'll have to wait and see. But be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.